G'day everybody, welcome to today's stream. I'm your host Mitch, you can call me Taz, and welcome to the absolute lovely and gorgeous A340-600. I mean, where do we start? Absolutely fantastic aircraft by Toliss yet again, and we are over in the lovely Madrid. Freeway Scenery, by the way, and we'll chuck that link down below if you are interested in it. Now we'll be flying on VATSIM today, and if you'd want to join, by all means. So today we are flying the A340-600 all the way from Madrid over to Frankfurt, and it's going to be a showcase of one of two things. So we're going to fly the A340, discuss whether it's worth it in 2026, is it the better version compared to the Microsoft Flight Simulator version, and should it be worth your money? Should you wait for it to buy it on sale, or should you not buy it at all? Secondly, once we land, we'll be landing in Frankfurt. We'll be discussing the scenery by Aerosoft, which is an X-Plane 11 scenery, so it's a little older, but also the Aviotech scenery. I'm someone who used to own the Aviotech scenery, but ended up getting rid of it, and why you should probably too. Anywho, now that we're all sorted over here, and this, I think, the best livery Iberian has, I think it's time we get in the cockpit and start getting ready. Floosh, Anthony, Will, sorry. How are we doing, guys? How are we doing? So, now that we're in here, let's come up here and get the power on. Now, this is one of the biggest drawbacks with the A340-600. This whole schmozzle. Now, there's other aircraft that have a similar problem. The Rotate MD-11 is another famous example. Is the anti-aliasing or whatever it is, and acting on the buttons. Now, this is something Toliss has got rid of, going into the A321, A320 series, not the A330. That cockpit looks, but yeah, this is one of the biggest things we'll take away from today's stream is the Aerosoft version of the A340-600. Definitely modeled, like modeling is a whole lot better than the X-Plane one. Anywho, we'll get the batteries on, external power, and the fun part of this aircraft, getting every single fuel pump on. Today, as seen in the thumbnail, we are using COSP sounds, which is a little difficult to find. If you go into the subreddit page where a lot of you would have come to see this stream, you'll find the link there. Let's get nav on. 1, 2, and 3. Crew supply coming on. Emergency lights can be armed. Beautiful. And all these screens are slowly coming on. Let's check the chat. Will bought the 747-200. Absolutely lovely. That is a fantastic aircraft. You're definitely going to enjoy it. It's definitely a whole bag of fish to learn, but once you learn it, magnificent. Snacks, how we doing, man? You know, all this coming. Now, there's something that's strange with 12.4 is all of the displays by default are really dim. Like, none of them are actually bright. Okay, now that's all sorted. Let's get our FMCs sorted. Bring them up. Now, maybe I'm cursed when it comes to Madrid. It's never good weather. Just never. I think we'll have to fly down here in the summer eventually, because it's starting to annoy me. I'm missing out. Now that with all that done, we're going to come over here. Flight plan. No, init. And we'll do init request for this one. And this should start getting everything loaded for us. Let's bring in frequency. 122.8 is what I want, because there is no controller or tower nearby. No, there isn't. I consider that I don't know. Rubber. If you know that meme, you know that meme. Uh, every time I've flown into Madrid, it is always this very cloudy, very overcast, about to rain weather. I do want to see it though with do want to see it in summer. You've got all the hot wind, just makes it very turbulent, so very fun for landing. Because some of you might know, absolutely greased her onto this pavement, onto this runway, and then proceeded to turn the wrong way when exiting the runway. That didn't happen. A few aircraft over here, mostly they're Air Europa. I don't know, where's the Air Europa fly to? But I know that EasyJet's definitely flying all the way over to England. Probably going to Gatwick. But look at that. Now, something I will give Toliss for is the exterior modelling on the A340-600 is fantastic. Now, this is something, it's like with the Fearless 747-200. Mango Studios has made an audio pack for the 747-200. I've listened to a few videos of it. It sounds identical. I have a sound pack for it for the A340-600. It's good. Don't get me wrong, it is good, but the COSP's sounds are definitely better. Something that Mango have done for this aircraft, though, I do an engine mod to upgrade the quality of the engines. Now, I don't know if you're looking at the same picture as me, but those engines look absolutely good. Like, they look really, really high quality, high textured, compared to like some of the other Airbus products we see by Toliss, like the A321, where I always use the Carter engines. If you don't use the Carter engine mod, they look atrocious. These look more than perfectly fine. The wings, however, can definitely use with a texture upgrade. But that's the thing, is this aircraft is predominantly an X-Plane 11 aircraft that is relatively discontinued. It was ported over to X-Plane 12, it works fine in X-Plane 12, but that's really it. But, I mean, look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. And the COSP audio pack, also free. And when it's inclement... Yeah, Snacks, I think you just have a death wish and just love horrendous weather. But yeah, these engines, I mean, the texture quality on them is more than perfectly fine, and it looks fantastic. Anywho, let's come up to the front. Still waiting for everything to align. Got 5 minutes on that. What I am going to do, let's go Madrid traffic, get a Iberian 1327 radio check. Don't think any of them are actually on the audio. Great. Anyway, let's get our departures all sorted. So, lemmed. And we're going to go over to the charts, the Navigraph charts app. If you do have a Navigraph subscription, I do recommend you download this app. It's been overhauled recently. It gives you a scratch pad. Some really, really good features, but it gives you some really good stuff to work with. If you've worked in real aviation and you know for flight, this is really how it acts. So we are departing 3-6 left. And we are on the Pina for November departure. Pina for November departure. Insert that. No discontinuities. Come over to, where is it? Over tab. Lemmed. Let's get our QNH 1014. Variable 2 knots, yep. And we are going to get the departure, which is something a little bit of a cheat. 10-3 Lima. Anyway, here we go. I checked the chat while we're here. Find it boring when everything is blue. I mean, what do you think about poor weather? Look, that's the thing. When it comes to bad weather, if I'm in the If I'm in Southeast Asia, love it. If I'm in Europe, I want sunny paradise. Okie doke. So for 36 left over here, depart. Oh look, that guy's at 340. Ha ha ha. Depart. Turn heading 901. Max 220 knots until we get past 902. Above 7,000, we are definitely on performance restricted. That will definitely be met. While she is a gas guzzler, she definitely isn't like her smaller cousins, well, brothers, the A340-200 and 300, which have those APU style engines. CFM 56s, I believe. Anyway, above 7,000. And we are going towards Pino, so... Yep. Pino above 1300, so yeah, that's definitely no worries. 250 under 10 knots. Unless otherwise, Bajadas Tower, takeoff reaching 1000 AGL, call Madrid approach. Isn't online at the moment, unfortunately. Something with charts app as well. It tells you live traffic and live ATC. So we don't have anything here. But knowing Frankfurt, Frankfurt's got complete area control and tower. Lovely. No close obstacles. Scissor also knows abatement procedure. Yep. Painter 4N, 7.5% climb gradient to operational regions and 5.5 until RBO. Okay, cool. So that's definitely not an issue with 340-600. We're light. We've only got a bit of fuel on. How many tons is it? 26.8 tons. These will get you up there. I did a flight from, like a recurrency flight from Mumbai all the way over to Frankfurt. So that's a 9.5 hour flight. And departure was 90 tons of fuel. It was a 92 tons of fuel. That was a max Toga flap 3 takeoff for that. It was awesome, but we only barely made it off that runway. So performance wise, we'll do the performance calculations because this is an aircraft where it is so important you do get it. Here we go. If we do flex 1, flex 68, nice. Definitely got a lot of headroom with departure, so definitely not a problem. Aircon off, so we'll turn those packs off before departure, so that's definitely not an issue. Runway condition is dry, 0723, 9 degrees outside, no worries. There's no visible moisture, so definitely will not need any accoutrements such as anti-ice. Get that APU started soon. Make sure all our signs are on. Nav and logo light come on, and APU start. Let's see what you want about poor weather, Baker. No, I just want really good weather out of Madrid. If you have bad weather going into... I was actually on the channel Discord, linked down below. I was having a discussion about landing in Frankfurt, and one of my favourite things at the moment, because of the winter and everything, is the thick layer of the clouds above Frankfurt at this time of year. And when you pierce through it, just that great, grand amount of visibility. It's gorgeous. But I saw Kenko did a 340-600 stream the other day, and the Etihad F1 livery, absolutely pretty. Might have to steal that. But he flew that, and he landed it in Frankfurt in like pretty much just zero visibility weather, and I was like, ooh, that would be a nice challenge. Or even using an auto land. Anywho, let's get our transponder on. There we go. APU is on, APU bleeds coming on. And we'll come off the externals. Looks all good there, beacon light coming on. Get all those things taken down. And from what I've understood, as we have an aircraft beside us. I wonder if that's one of you guys. I believe you go north, so it's like you come here, you go north, around, and then down. Then again, there is a second taxiway there, so probably you can get onto that. Oh yeah, see? You push back this way, and then you turn around there. What we're going to do, we're going to push back there, and then we're going to be pulled forwards. The reason I want to be pulled forward is just so that aircraft that is in fact behind us has the room.
Ground to cockpit. Can acknowledge. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Cheapest primary. We'll go a perf in it now. Handling takeoff data request. And while we're here, have tab. Which one of you is over there? That's what I want to know. Airports, no. Maps. Wi-Fi low. I do wish these maps loaded up quicker. They take a long bloody time. Have you seen the freeway Madeira scenery for X-Plane 12? It's absolutely stunning. The approach itself is worth. No, I haven't. But I do think we need to fly into Madeira eventually. I think that'd be a very fine approach. I've seen Vlad do it many a time, so I've got to definitely watch a few of those streams, make sure I'm comfortable in doing it. I need to know who's beside me though. Who is this? Vincent Matau. Ah, he's going somewhere else. He's not even part of the stream. Jeez. I've seen Porto, Portugal has a really fantastic freeway scenery as well. So we'll push back onto November. So now that's that. Flex 2, takeoff, insert. Everything's looking good there. So push back on Echo Bravo 2, and then we'll turn onto Echo Charlie 2. Alpha 2, 3, and then Bravo 2. Or do I go north around the terminal and then come down? I'm gonna guess because there's those two taxiways, you can go south. Or do we just do the easy thing, go around the terminal, come down, and around? I think we'll do that instead. So we'll go Echo Bravo 6, November 10, and then November, no, we'll go Bravo 5, Bravo 3. And then hold short, Zulu 3. Okay, doke. Well, let's get this all sorted. Madrid traffic, g'day. Iberian 1237, pushing back onto Echo Bravo 6. There we go, let's start pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Towiss driving up.
Ground to remove that power, remove the chocks. Everything is all sorted up here, and beacon light is on. Beautiful. You've done me wrong, sir. You've given the papers. Flying Madeira is easily. What is challenging is when the clouds are lower than your floor altitude before the final. Oof. Yeah, that doesn't sound fun. Snacks does not sound fun. What I want to learn though is like doing the 3-mile circles. That's something I do want to learn how to do. If I were to see why I wouldn't get 3-6 right.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Cool. So yep, just gonna taxi all the way up here, around, up here, there, come all the way down, and then here, hold short there. Any more traffic down in Madrid? That's what I do find is the traffic down in Madrid. There's not really much, and it's like it's Spain. Given how much tourism this place gets and how all the Brits come here, it's like, oh, that's a bit strange. Really interesting airport though, like layout wise.
To connected and bypass being inserted, release parking brake.
Okay, well we'll clear, taxi cam can come on. And look at that taxi cam actually works, unlike the Aerosoft one. Okie doke. Park and brake off.
Starting pushback, engine area is clear, you may start engines.
No worries. So, APU bleed is in fact on. Ignition. Engine on. That's another thing. The engines start in reverse sometimes. Oh. I like how the engines are more highly textured than the fuselage. That is funny. Whoa, listen to that growl. Oh. Now, something I will give the Mango sound pack over the Cosp is the interior audio on that is definitely a lot better. Good start in engine 1, engine 2. And now, the reason why you do out engine, in engine on one side and not like one on the other side is because of the bleed air situation. And the A340-600 is so huge that the bleed air from the APU can only reach one side of one engine. It cannot reach, you can't go engine 1 to 4, you'll choke the engine out. I love how big that wing is. I love a good wang. Oh, that bass. Sound pack's completely free, by the way, while discontinued and a bit difficult to find. If you go to the subreddit, as mentioned, Stacks has posted a link where you can actually find the sound pack. Now they've got good starts on engine 1 and 2, engine 3 and 4 coming on. Predictive wind shear coming on, auto for the next one. Weather and terrain on ND for first officer. And we need to be above 130, so we'll put 140. Everything up here is okay as set. And look at that. Hey, a sim. Oh, that's a photo and a half.
Operation complete, set parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Disconnecting to standby.
There we go, cool. And because this feature actually works, you can just watch downstairs from here. Another aircraft to introduce that feature is the Flight Factor 777 V2, but the performance when you use it is abysmal. Because that's a real camera system, this is just... I don't know how they do it, it's a bit different.
So is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hands in along the left. See you next time. Buen vuelo.
One below. That's another thing. My A-cars hasn't been working recently. I swear, 1 week everything will work, and then you give it a little bit and then nothing works. Cool, clear on the left. Okay, well, we're definitely ready for taxi, so get all this sorted first. So, spoilers coming out, flaps 1, water brake, RTO, flaps coming down. Beautiful. And takeoff config test. Takeoff config normal, lovely. Madrid traffic, hola. Iberian 1327, taxiing via Echo Bravo 6, November 1, Bravo 5, Bravo 3, hold short Zulu 3 for runway 36 left. Jeez, that was a bloody mouthful, wasn't it? Okie doke. With that all set, park and brake coming off, and nose lights coming on. Increase that. APU can definitely come off now. And see how loud it is in the cabin? That's something that, like that airy sound, that's something that the Mango sound pack does a lot better. It's actually a really nice sound in there. So, oh well. And this is an aircraft you fly on idle. Okie doke. So what we're going to do, full left on the stick, full right on the stick, full elevator, neutral, fully down, neutral, fully left, and fully right. Neutral. Perfect. Flight controls checked. We'll actually check the spoilers. All spoilers come up. Beautiful. Ignition also comes off. November 6. We're coming over to Bravo. Come November 6th, then onto Bravo. And I made the wrong bloody turn. I was just looking at it, I'm like, hang on. I read that and I'm like, are you kidding me? I do like how a VOSP A350 is being represented. Now that is an airline we definitely need to explore more on this channel, especially with their use of the MD-11 and some of the places they flew their MD-11 to. Bravo 5, hold short Bravo 3. Madrid traffic, Iberian 1237, correction, is taxiing via Bravo 5, hold short Bravo 3, for Zulu 3, 36 left. Transmitting station, you are all static. Okie-doke. APU is off. Nice. I'm gonna guess it's the guy in front of us. Here we are, 122.8, so it shouldn't be an issue. So his microphone is scuffed. Great model though. VASPavirtual.org, there you go. That's a photo and a half. That's something I am finding though. I updated Xpilot and all the planes are in the ground a little. Every single time. Taxi light coming off. And there he goes. Okie doke. Chrono. Transponder on. TARO on. Beautiful. Madrid traffic at a Iberian 1237 lining up. Runway 36 left. Lights. Now there's something I do not like is the logic is completely different for the switches compared to the A320s series by Toliss. All of these you need to manually manipulate, like you click and then drag it up and down. I don't like that at all. The Challenger 650 has that as well on some switches and it's just so annoying. There you go, hold the brakes. And we'll give it another minute before we take off. Park and brake set. Aligning this plane will never work for me. I'm like, I've forgotten the light switch there. Oh, look at that. She is a lookup. I will give her that. Okay, everyone. Sorry for the promotion, but if you're interested in the stream and it's going well so far, consider giving it a like. And if you like the stream so much and you want to stick around and see some more streams in the future, remember to hit that subscribe button. Anywho, enough with the self-promotion. We've just got a little bit more to go and then we will definitely be ready for OK. %, stacks. Like the scroll wheel is so much better, but the click spots are more reactive in the A320, whereas this, sometimes you go to do it and it just doesn't because you haven't scrolled for long enough. Okay, well, we're definitely ready. Park and brake off. Madrid traffic at a Iberian 1237 is taking off 36 left. Let's bring those engines up. Here we go. Man, Flex 68, SRS, nav, auto thrust blur. $80 knots, speeds alive. Listen to those sounds. V1, rotate. Go for that tail. Positive rates. Gear up. Fly with. She is a good sounding plane. Oh, that growl. Beautiful. And that's something I do love with the flight model for this aircraft, is just the wing wobble. And you can feel it when you're... That's something that's very intuitive. You can feel that wing wobble. Thank you, Doke. Lower that nose. Climb thrust. Madrid traffic. G'day, Iberian 1237 is passed at 34,300. Clear on 36 left. Gonna keep hand flying her. Disarm those spoilers. Spoilers on this are the worst button though, and I'll show it to you in a little bit. So speed flaps coming up. Oh, lovely stuff.
Study.
And look at that. 4,000 feet a minute. Lovely. Did that guy say my name, or is he trying to say Madrid? Don't know. That's another thing. I just want to be able to press the standard button and it does it. I don't want to have to actually physically yank the thing back. So this is our engine ground. Okay, 10,000 landing lights can come off. And because the weather's okay, seatbelt signs can come off soon as well. Now this thing loves a good bank. The bank angle on this thing is... I think it's more pronounced than what it actually is. Oh, I do love hand flying this aircraft. Okay, Doug, let's bring this up to 410, autopilot 1 coming on. It's actually 400, not 410. In it. There you go. Look at that. Now, disregards this Mango sound pack thing. I did have it installed, but I actually keep using the UI because I like it. Yeah, that's why I fly the 319. Their manipulators are perfect and sensitivity is just right. I don't like when I have to scroll and it goes from 3,000 to 21,000. So an aircraft that has that problem is the MD-11 by rotate. It is so unintuitive. It just feels like it does not have any connection to the mouse wheel at all. Oh, lovely modelling. But oh, look at those. Look at that ground there.
Varajas Sophie, to send him about with taxi Juliet India Delta and Romeo for runway 36
Lovely, lovely stuff there. Ah, magnificent. Let's get a bit of that music back on. That's a bit loud. Okay. Jeez, come on, respect my ears a little bit. That guy's just static. Oh. Did I click on the sim at the wrong time? And that is the sim crashing. Thanks 12.4 and all your instabilities. Thankfully this aircraft has we'll load her back in. She has what's it called? Autosave, and it's Toliss autosave, so it works. But that's always fun. I knew I clicked back in. And this is the thing, X-Plane is so sensitive now that when you Alt-Tab and then click back in, if you don't Alt-Tab back in, but instead click in, it freezes the entire game. It is so ridiculously stupid now. Floosh, didn't you have all the VATSIM crashes with the A350 the other day? No. No, you had it in the A340-600 as well. I need to get one of my aircraft, like one of my photos put for the wallpaper for X-Plane. Like one of the official ones. It's on the subreddit. I've already taken the subreddit. Despite all the reports against me. But I need to take the this sim gonna open up today? Like, hello? I think I tried restarting the sim too close to it opening. I think she's angry with me. Oh, there you go. Okay, Fast, how are we doing? That's only his X-Plane. I want to know what causes it, because only like 12.4 is what's causing all of these problems on my side. You know, the problem is, it's all the alt-tabbing. If I could control this laptop from my phone itself, that would be lovely. Yes. How the hell do we have 7 people here already? Just to watch the loading screen of X-Plane. What it is the loading of the next tile map enhancement, because of how CPU intensive it is, combined with the fact of... combined with 12.4, because all the new rendering stuff they're bringing to it, and the multi-threading. The multi-threading, oh my god. Like, I wish 12.4 was in beta for a little longer, due to the instabilities. There we go. A lot better. I do need to eventually get a system with 12 gigs, 16 gigs of VRAM, like, And that's where desktops do provide a benefit, because those things are easily upgradable. But yeah, as I've made the point of, I'm on I keep traveling and moving around, so I'm always on yeah, laptops. I've actually been looking into like Lenovo Legions recently. So like the Legion 5's Legion 7i, because they've got 5070 Ti's, 12 gigs of VRAM, 32 gigs of RAM, and Ultra 9 CPUs, and it's like, that's a good package. That'd be good. But then, yeah, you have that problem of, as you can see, you can't hear the music playing because it keeps buffering out as the sim loads, because X-Plane takes all the damn resources. Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely a path I want to go down towards. Especially if I have my own place, then having a desktop's no worries. But I don't have that. So, and I'm going to be extremely busy this year. I will announce some things in due time. But yeah, there's definitely some big things in life that I'm planning on doing. And before then, some big plans for the channel as well. Let's say there's going to be a really big tour across a certain place in the world that I'm planning, that I definitely want you guys to be a part of. Definitely want you guys joining, and because I think it will just be fantastic. Can this thing prepare already? There we go. Now she's happy. I can go here. Startup situations, autosave situation. Oh, look at that, we're up 11,000 feet now. Oh, 100% fast. But I think... What's that? Shit's happening here. Oh. Autopilot's on. That's why. 400. And what we're going to do, we're just going to hit this over until we're at the next waypoint. I'm going to connect back out. Iberia 1327. And look at that, we're at 14,000 feet. It's like we've missed out on nothing, everyone. Look at that, just pure expertise on my end. And a whole lot of bullshit, let's be honest. Yeah, at 12.5 when? Next gen scenery when? Well, AK5, that's the thing, is laptop hardware is getting to a point nowadays where it's like, ooh, that's competitive. That's a really good option. That's a good alternative. Because, like, if we look at the Lenovo Legions, right? OLED panel, 1440p. 1440p is perfection. 4070 Ti, which is... Nvidia has artificially capped because the performance of it is so close to 4080. No one will buy the... No, 5070 Ti, correction. The performance is so close to the... Oh, that's another thing. Xpilot has just been killing itself recently. It connects and then immediately disconnects me. There you go. Oh, look at that. Next scenery, 12.99.9 beta. Yeah, and then they'll go straight into... Oh, that. Map Enhancement Pro just doing a beautiful job. When it comes to Map Enhancement Pro, I keep your eyes out, guys, because you probably won't see it, but there's going to be a big stream we're going to do Snacks knows about it, and if you're on the channel, you'll know about it as well. The Discord channel, that is. Oh, look at that. Count to 190 now. But fast, as I was saying with laptops, Lenovo Legion 5 or 7, say we'll go the 7, right? Great CPU, 5070 Ti, 12 gigs of VRAM, that is artificially capped by, performance-wise, by Nvidia, because the performance, like at the end of it, goes like this. It doesn't tail off like the 4080 or 4090. It just goes like this. It's like straight up. Upgradable RAM. Actually, I think that has more storage slots in it. Because like my current laptop, I've got an MSI. I've got 3 terabytes of SSD space on it. Like, I'm just going to chuck all of that over there when I can. But yeah, that's the big things. But yeah, I do see the appeal of a desktop because of how easily upgradable it is. That's the thing, you've got laptop brands like Framework, for instance, which I think the biggest problem with Framework is just how significant it is. Like on the system itself. So yeah, there's definitely that. I have so many things open up in the background to do these streams. Oh, there's textures down there. I know, Snacks. EDDF has got all the area controllers and what's the name online. Oh, hey, look at that. We've got we're expecting 07 right. I might actually try and get 07 left because I do like 07 left, especially when you taxi Viper Par over the bridge. Though it does look like everyone's just using 07 right. I don't know, guys. What do you want to see? 07 right or 07 left? And if we go 07 left, we do fly over aircraft that are taking off. Oh, another A340-600 taking off from Frankfurt going to JFK. Very nice. That's what I do love with Frankfurt. There's just so much traffic at any one point. They're rolling out the red carpet. Yeah, indeed. 37 right. 07 right, correction. Okay. Well, in that case, yes, we shall do. Now, that's the thing. I use the Aerosoft scenery now because I had the Aviotech one, and I really wish the Aviotech one was developed more, but it looks like that developer has just straight up abandoned it. I mean, I'll give you a few examples. They proceed to put on 07 left and a snowplow truck that just sits on the runway. And they've never updated it. 07, well, no, runway 18 has all of these lights for 07 right and left on the runway. And the way that the mesh is done, the end of runway 18 when you're using map enhancement or auto ortho or any ortho for that matter has this massive jump in the runway at the end of the runway like that, making it unusable. Now shout out to the guys at Orbex, they did refund me, but it's just like, if it's your bread and butter, why would you abandon it? Oh, and the performance, oh my gosh, was it atrocious. Like, the sim failed to run. If it wasn't getting your graphics, like, because I'm only on 8 gigs of VRAM, if it wasn't just destroying that, what it was doing was crashing if you were in certain aircraft types, or just like completely shutting down. There's terrain now. Lovely. Yeah, I don't see why we need an engine mod for these engines, that's for sure. Absolutely lovely. Yep, cool, that is all working. Oh my god, I forgot those are still on. That's a feature that it never saves, but inhibit in-seat screens. Get rid of that. It stopped showing the screens for the taxi camera, and the performance increase is significant. Oh, that down there. Now, something that this aircraft has that the aerosolis, what are they calling it now? Aerotolist? Or Tolisoft? Something like that. Is when you do pushback in this aircraft, you can actually push back. You don't have to buy GSX. Floosh, someone who was in the chat, can confirm that. Another thing is the replay system that's inbuilt to the Toliss A340, like the A320s, works perfectly in X-Plane. I was watching a few streamers fly the 340-600 and replaying in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and that is, yeah, well, first of all, the screens don't turn on, and the sounds don't work half the time. Like, the sound stage and everything is just completely different. $590 miles to go to our top sim. That's the thing, we're at Mach decimal 8 now, and once we get up to our cruise altitude, of which, mind you, we started with 32 tons of fuel, we're at 21 tons of fuel, and we aren't even at top of climb. This is why I've got another stream upcoming with this aircraft, which you definitely want to keep an eye out for. Let's just say we're going to make sure we use a lot of this fuel. But it's actually the downfall of the A340-600 is it could go the distance, but at a significant cost. We've just climbed and we've used 10 tons of fuel. And we're not even heavy. That's the biggest thing. I think when we did the stream out of Bangkok all the way down to Kuala Lumpur, far out, the what's the name, fuel burn, because it was hotter there, was like, I think we got 15 tons through before we got up. And it's a similar distance flight. Isn't that pretty? This plane does make a really good thumbnail though, I will give it that. That 160 feet to go to our top. And that fuel used 5.5 tons. Huh? I don't think it's completely safe. If I go to here and I go to sim brief, I believe it's actually 10 tons we've used, and this is an error with loading in. Oh, apparently it's not. Okay. Maybe I'm thinking of other nights that I've flown the aircraft. Let's see. Let's see, I'm gonna try some stuff. Ooh. Oh, snacks in the S7. Was that 737-500? Would like to fly up to Siberia eventually. Maybe we will be. Who knows? Maybe there's something in the plans that I'm working on. Who knows? Below that, total climb below 400. Absolute perfection. That's definitely what you want to see. Let's check how this is going now. About an hour and 20 minutes ETE until we're down in Frankfurt. Gotta get these area controllers set up. Nope, don't want that. I'm trying to find the name for it. Where's the click box for it? Might actually load up VATSIM Radar in that case. The 737-400. Ah, okay. Any handset liveries? Or Australian liveries, more importantly. That's what you want. No, they took the A350-500s. Oh, AN225. Do think we need a T154 stream, so I'm definitely missing that aircraft. Ugh. Oh, jeez. So one of my brothers keeps coming into my room and switching my air conditioning down to 18 degrees. Not fun. There we go. Langen radar is 135.31. One 35.31. Need to double check that is in fact correct. 135.31. Awesome. And for the ATIS information, I will put that on VHF2. ATIS is because we are coming from the south. Can VATSIM just authorize me logging on VATSIM radar? Thank you. There we go. Do 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 do. I don't know how I feel about doing the approach where you have to overfly the airport, then turn north. Like, you go north of the airport, then turn around. Like, there has to be a southern arrival. We'll leave it up to the tower just to decide, I believe. That'll be a smart thing to do. It is. Oh no. Is it all? Ryan Radar has just completely split up. It's not one area controller now. No. Are you kidding me? 134.69. But center is on 135.31. Interesting. As soon as I was logged in, it's completely changed over to... There's center, that's center. Yeah, it's all Ryan center now, so it's 134.69. Why has that changed? Just like that second that as soon as I load in. Anyway, we're gonna get ATIS, which is get alpha, so 118.03. 118.03. Cool. And we just double check that 118.03. Cool. Oh, this that we're coming up to. Oh, 737-400 in Australia. Do 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 do. Oh, hell yeah. Bit of TAA is what you need to be flying with the 737-400. I'll send you a photo, Snacks. Beautiful term. Okay, Derek, let's get all our stuff up for EDF. 1020 cav okay at the moment. 14 degrees, so no need for anti-ice. 07085 knots. 360 visibility is 110, no worries. That is all off, good. Look at that, just look at the quality of the terrain down there. That's Map Enhancement Pro for you. Using the hybrid maps as well. So what do you mean by that, Snacks? Oh, the frequencies for Frankfurt, like the center controllers, it's like it's all broken up now into... What's that out there? 2 seconds. Oh, there we go. Oh, and all the snow's loaded in. Great. Yes, but what I was referring to, Snacks, is the as soon as I look at like VATSIM radar was showing, and then as soon as I log into VATSIM radar, it breaks up. Instead of having Frankfurt Center, it's Rhine Center, and I'm like, huh? Why? Why is that the case? Because even on my phone, it's still showing different center. Okay, so I'm gonna plan ILS 07 right. Got any more approach paths so I don't have to fly north for it? No, that looks like that's the normal. Wouldn't I just do that one though? Holy moly, some of these routes they're doing. So they're all coming through the north. Every aircraft's coming out here though. Oh yeah, so he's come from the south and gone south. Like, stayed south. He hasn't crossed the airport. No, what's this one? What's this one? That's what I want. Well, I don't want all of that as well. There we go, that's what I want. I'm just looking at all the arrivals and I'm like, I need to get the correct one because all of the ones that it's showing me on the map is completely wrong. And then yeah, you can go ILS 07 right on that one. Okie doke, so we're going to plan this in now. So flight plan, EDDF, Rival. It's the ILS 07 right, which is the only one they have. And we are using the Spec 5 Charlie arrival, Spec 5 Charlie, with a transition at Kisek. Lovely, there you go. 12:33 is our EFOB time. It's 10:57, so it's giving us ETA landing of roughly an hour and 35 minutes. What I'm going to do, this XA snow, go away. Oh la la! No quality of the maps down there. There's our ETP over there. Let's see, no crosswind, so wind is coming directly down the runway. So right, very nice. Kisek comes all the way in there, bam, bam, bam. Okay. But it's still doing center control of which is Lukács, which is 135.31. So that's what's interesting to me. What we'll do, we're going to go to our charts, rival. Let's see if I can find it. Specified Charlie. And then the approach is going to 07 right. There we go. Elevation DA-118.130 is already programmed over there. 250 out to 10,000. Transition level will be set, and we'll hear that on there. That is fireworks in the background if anyone can hear. If already cleared 130 below respective star, otherwise until special. Okay, 4,000. Then the star will be on, turn direct IFD F654 and following adequate instrument approach to land 07 right. So yeah, so we're coming out Kisek, which is down here, and then flying up, turning left 2635. And then turning out, and then turning all the way back in. Fly over 100 Adnes. We're on a smart aircraft, there is VNAV, so that won't be a problem for us. 0110 Spessa. And you come out, and then direct to 654, and then in. Nice. Fly Kisek. Yeah, cool. Transition level is given by our ATIS, so we'll give a listen out for that when that becomes available. Let's look at the approach chart here. Now, Langen radar. We don't have any of those frequencies. Ground 121 display. No. Radar for approach 125.355. But if I look at ATC center that overlooks the thing, let alone all the other radar controllers, it's a very different kettle of fish. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to spend some more time on VATSIM radar to read this. Transatlantic, expect radar vectories. Alright, 030. Frankfurt Tower, PC, subbriefing pilot brief. Alright, that's 178. This Abdul Mateen, I caught him the other day. He keeps flying Qantas named flights across the world. So he's going Munich to Frankfurt today. But it is getting crazy with some of the stuff he is doing. EDDS, everyone's coming up here. We will be going south though. We're not going to do it all the way up there because that's ridiculous. All of these people have been told to contact 122.8, 122.8, 118.78, 128.805. Ah! Center control has just gone down for the sim, so that's fun. So tower will be 118.78. And I think we'll get rid of that, some of that music. And we'll definitely get rid of that. And this can be enclosed. Awesome. And now because of that, you can tell when you get closer to Germany because the performance of the sim always does like to kick out a little bit. Hello, 400. Absolute cruising, baby, cruising. If I reread this OFP, I think we just stay at flight level 400. Yeah, just stay at flight level 400. Alternate is Munich, yep. But weather looks fantastic over in Frankfurt, so definitely no need to fly all the way over there. I mean, isn't that wonderful? Relatively big town down there, or city. Oh, that's Toliss. Anyone down there? No. Oh, I'm looking at Franz Karl. Oh, okay. Hey, look, the plane actually gets to see where it's from. There's Toulouse Airport. A few aircraft stands down there. Looking lovely. Oh, you don't say. I'm just looking at the channel Discord, and I see, yeah, Snacks. Quite literally, Siberia does not exist. Now, Will Anthony, if you're still here, how are the 747-200 flights going? Because you haven't posted any photos in the subreddit. In the channel Discord. That's a bit disconcerting. Why is that big green line there? I know why that is. Because it's gonna go impacts Kisek. Let's go over the plan. The later impacts Kisek. done. Persu correct. Sosal Kenny Umasi. Cool. That's going down the line. Ladle, Impacts, Kisek, Kinla, Nisa Spesa, Jar, DF34, 644. Once you go 644, you don't go manual. You go direct to 654. And by the time we get up to there, we'll have the clearance, so that's no worries. Cool, well that's definitely all okay, and we're going to increase the range out of that as well. Beautiful, 45 minutes up in the air so far. Not that much of a tailwind so anymore, only around 14 knots more crosswind than it is directly behind us. But alas, we are still making our way up. Go over France, we'll fly over Switzerland, and then we'll fly north into Germany. Gonna be right back, everyone. dokie do, I am big. Just working out how to get all this UI to work, because Streamlabs definitely hasn't been working. And also, like, we've had subscribers, so thank you for those who have subscribed. But there's an issue in that it's just, sometimes it just works, sometimes it just doesn't. I love flying over Europe. I don't know, it's just so invariable. Like, let me actually bring up my perf stuff so I can actually see what's chewing away at the performance. I mean, X-Plane's at 16%, map enhancement's only at 5. Intel Systems usage report, yeah. Definitely a few settings, because I have noticed a lot of bloatware on my installation of what's his name? This installation of Windows. That's perfectly okay. Interesting. Definitely interesting. Just wish we could go back to 12.3, really. It just worked. Far out, it's bloody cold in here. What's the weather like? Oh yeah, have any of you seen the betas that are coming out for X-Plane? I do want to... I'm considering trying them, but like, it's semi-stable now for me. But if you can do... Because I know I can't fly the challenges in 12.41 4.2, the betas. Don't know why. But yeah. Hey, top of descent finally being able to see. No. Don't tell me Frankfurt Tower's just gone offline. Are you kidding me? And the only day I don't fly into Munich, Munich's still got tower. Oh, come on. Geez, just not my luck today, is it? That's disappointing as all hell. Let's look at our landing data. 07 right, cool, that's already in there. Yeah, we're already underweight for landing. Brake mode, yeah, low versus, yep. Okay, just manual braking. Landing distance, yeah, because if we look at Frankfurt, that's just changed over, hasn't it? 1020, 15 degrees now, no worries. Level 10-9, please. So land 07 right. Taxi. Well, exit on the right. Romeo 5, Romeo 7 preferably. Get off Romeo 7. Taxi via Tango. And then all the way up to the stand. Then we'll taxi west down to around Bay 23. Bay 23 is over here. Imagine doing London City airports to ops. That'd be fun. Don't think the A321 can fly in there though. I don't have any of the E-jets. Oh, Thailand's making the first... So Thailand has an interesting history when it comes to planes. Like the A380, well, they look like a DC-10 and they've made it a cafe. They've got 737s, they make that into nightclubs. The first A380 cafe is in the mix to be worked on in Thailand. I'm like, ooh, that'd be really nice. Sim absolutely hates loading into Germany. Flow lure, whatever distance. Because obviously if I'm up at this altitude, I don't need to have everything that's on the ground loaded in. I like that, it just sticks itself down at like 19.9 FPS. Oh, that's interesting. Right, g'day mate. Okay, the small diversion of Gatwick is out of the question. Fuel wise, probably not, but I think what we'll do, we'll get down to Frankfurt. Maybe we'll have to do a Gatwick leg. I'm on Windows 11, but I actually had to downgrade my Windows 11 because I did push an update and it was nothing short of horrendous. Let's check my Windows settings. Because I've turned off auto updates. I'm on KB 5077 241. There you go, FPS slowly coming back. See, the map hasn't even updated, so this is just X-Plane being X-Plane. But there's a lot of things with performance and Windows 11 and a lot of settings I do need to start turning off. I've actually been sent a guide by a mate who's had a lot of problems since switching to X-Plane 11. The performance is just horrendous. X-Pilot's also struggling because of how many aircraft it needs to load in. I don't know why X-Pilot loads aircraft in such a large distance. I think if it was like 30 miles, no worries, but it does it for hundreds of miles. Because like 40 FPS, like we're perfectly fine. Doesn't help the fact that 340-600 is very performance intensive. Oh jeez, there you go, you see? $12.4 for you guys, 12.4. Actually, I think it's just CPU limitation, to be honest. I was just joking as EGK is online. Oh, okay. I just wish Frankfurt didn't go offline. It's because they're loading all. It's a map enhancement pro is loading all of this shit in as well. All the Alps and the mountains of Switzerland. Total descent's moved significantly. But hey, at least the airport's within 320 miles. That's lovely to see. Oh. Can the Alps go away, please? Stop. You don't exist. Okay, if I move over here. When we did that flight into Innsbruck, this caused so much trouble. There's a few settings I want to play with, especially with Windows 11, because Windows 11 is becoming a performance hog that I've come to learn about. Hell, when it auto-installed KW241 and 181, oh, the performance was horrendous. What airport's that down there? Alps Israel. The problem is when you get to this area, it's trying to load all of this crap, but it's trying to load Munich in as well. Like, look how far the view distance is. Look how far it's rendering stuff. You got. I just wish, yeah, the view distance is great, but it just wasn't that long for the render distance. See if I can try skip all of this terrain. Cause see, it hasn't even rendered half of this stuff. Oh. And this is what I was talking about when I was mentioning the A340's bank angle. But yeah, see, look at all the terrain and all of the differences in the... Like, it's trying to measure all of this out, and it's just like, ugh, could you please not? And that's where it explains rendering is too intensive, is the rendering of all of these mountains. And the geometry for it. Oh, look at that. What I can do for some like extra performance. ITSH. This is more than infuriating. Let me just see if I can ground speed my way out of it. Yeah, see, it keeps trying to render. It's the mountains that are the issue. And this is the thing, once we get closer to Munich or Frankfurt, when we're away from these mountains, no worries. That's another thing, I just wish it wasn't rendering stuff behind you as well. Is that Lucerne or was that Geneva? That, oh no, that could be Zurich's airport. That looks like Zurich's airport. But yeah, all of this, all the geometry, X-Plane is just struggling to learn that geometry. Doesn't help that XA Snow is trying to load everything on top of it. Oh, that. Actually, that could be a problem is XA Snow because like the imaging and just trying to load everything on top. Oh look, it's pretty and all that, but it's just like it's so intensive just to download and everything for all the tiles. It is rather annoying. Oh god, the performance is so bad, isn't it? Doesn't help the fact it's trying to render in the next tiles as well. It's comical. And so you can, all this terrain out here that it hasn't fully rendered. And then map enhancement on top of that is trying to download the maps for it. Good to see though that all of that's fully in. Oh, hang on, am I... Yeah, this is really bloody annoying. See if I can hyper transport myself out of this region, because it's definitely something I need to look into. Well, it's a combination performance wise. The A340-600 is definitely performance intensive. Yeah, definitely a shame because it's like it's such a beautiful region, but it's just like, oh, you're going to kill all my performance in doing so. I'm guessing the tile hasn't been loaded. But this is the thing, is you give it this, you get away from all these mountains, and you can see your FPS just come back. No, I'm on Wi-Fi, but my router is literally just behind that wall. Like, I am sitting at... I'm gonna do a speed test. Sitting at 800 megabytes a second download. So internet's definitely not an issue. I think it's more CPU limited. Although it's going to slowly come back. But if we go flower lure, AVD. See, it locks in at 19.9 FPS because X-Plane's trying to get back to where we should be. See, it locks in at 19.9. CPU usage has gone down significantly. What's GPU usage at? 6.9 gigs being used out of 8. There you go. Now it's loaded in. And in trying to load, it's loaded that tile, it's trying to load the next tile, great. A lot of bloody walking out there. I think when the sim crashed it was just, I quickly tried reloading into the sim. I'm just gonna pause the sim for a little bit. See, because it's loading in all the maps now to a good quality as well. But this tile isn't downloaded, but the next tile is, as we can see up there. So this possibly could be an issue pertaining with ME Pro as well. It's definitely taking a long bloody time. But that's another thing that X-Plane does need to work on, is this tile system. Such a good bank angle on the aircraft as well. We just keep it like that, paused for just that little bit of time. There we go, gave her a pause. And look at that, FPS is back. See, sometimes that's another thing, is just give her a little bit of a pause, let her focus on what she needs to do, instead of overloading her with stuff she needs to create. There we go. Finally loading in all the tiles. See, and then you can pause it now. See, it's loaded in on the lowest texture quality, and this is what. So this is it. Now that we've found out what it is, this is ME Pro. It's trying to load in all the higher quality textures. Even though we're at high altitude, it doesn't need to be doing that. Let's switch all of this out. Let's see if I do that. Let's see. Cool. Pause our FPS coming back. And the quality, as you can see, is coming back for all the maps down there as well. Do love this livery. But yes, as I was saying, like these mountains and all the geometry of the mountains, this sim is struggling. Oh, there's Zurich. We aren't back on X-Pilot yet, because we do need to give this sim some time to reload everything in. And Munich's got tower and center. It's probably the first time I've seen where Frankfurt doesn't have that. Everything is okay, slow descent to US. See, texture resolution. This is switched over. Let's go do this, give this a load. Because in doing this, it's going to reload all the graphics as well. Don't mind that. But as you can see on the screen, reading new scenery files, because of how significant of what it's going to reloads the graphics and all that, it's going to just cause this forced reset pretty much. I don't know, so we had that crash on takeoff, which I haven't had in a while, followed by flying over the Alps, which the performance there was nothing short of horrendous. But it's like, when Snacks and I flew into Innsbruck the other day, the performance or lack thereof flying into the mountain range, jeez. Yeah, she wasn't a good cookie, we'll say that. If you hear the music go off like you do now, that means that the sim is just loading so much. What I should have possibly done was load into Frankfurt beforehand. The reason why you do that is you can cache the airport. And if you cache the airport, then but definitely need to look into alternatives, see what I can do. I do know that Windows 11 has been nothing short of a headache for myself and for a lot of people. Just the performance and how it details everything and the spreading of everything. It's just been shocking. It's still loading, so that's the thing. Just it's one of those scenes where it's like, don't touch a thing. Do not touch a thing. Do like that S7 livery, Snacks. Between Rubor and Lebed. Okay. I'll go have a check in that after this. Lebed. Yeah, because I was flying to Iceland the other day, and I had that thing where sometimes every now and then there just wasn't a tile or there wasn't any scenery. Yeah, so you hear it every now and then, the music. See asynchronous loading, finishing. That's what you want to see. No, I'm on NVMe SSDs. Fernando, g'day mate. welcome to the channel. I've for the longest time been considering converting my X-Plane over from my launch drive, which has nothing on it except for the sim, to the 2 terabyte drive. There we go, finally load back in. Everything's loaded, everything's got detail. Those mountains can die. But see, it's the mountains, but I think also with XA snow, it's just loading everything down there. This CFG 5CK better not be on my flight level. I think it's just taken off, so I think we're fine. Where is he? He's in front of me, barely. Fernando, thanks for subbing, Mac. Thanks for subbing. This guy's gonna converge on. Oh, there he is. He's down all the way there. What's he flying? Interesting livery. There we go. Well, performance is back, thankfully. Hey, so charts. Frankfurt still doesn't have tower. No! But EDFH it does! No! Give me Frankfurt. Oh, quite a few planes out of Frankfurt now as well. Lovely. It's down to 5,000. Just gonna be riding 122.8. I don't know why it does step deleted because there wasn't any steps. There we go, top descent, go to Perth, 13 miles, nice. I might be surprised also with Map Enhancement Pro if what's the name becomes an issue using the hybrid maps, because using hybrid maps obviously it's mixing the technologies. True. Stream elements, you're a bit late to that, gee whiz. So you have the OS program, docs, junk, or other different partitions, right? Jeez, why are these messages coming in now? Let's see. Dive. Snacks, I like how everything except what you want it to be put down is like that. 5 hours to go. So you have the OS, programmer, and docs all on the different partitions, right? No, I don't. No, I do not. I've heard partitioning really isn't bloody useful. I mean, just look at India. Sorry. No, I've heard partitioning, especially when you're using NVMEs, isn't really something that's really that important anymore. Rafa Nabil, use Sim 47 Classic. Oh, if I use Sim 47 Classic, I think people would throw something at me because I've flown it that bloody much. Maybe. I mean, we could fly it out of Frankfurt up to Oh, oh shit! That could. That could be very dangerous. You know, because of how significant that route is. Oh, that. Oh, maybe. We'll see. If you can give me an hour and a half route for the 747 Classic, I would consider it. But I'm going to be very busy tomorrow, so I am going to be studying. I still can't believe Munich, the only day I don't fly to Munich, has tower and approach and all that. Just, it's not fair. Isn't that lovely? Explain just ADDF to LFMN. LFMN is an airport I've flown to before. Where is that again, Snacks? Five-degree glide path. Gee whiz. Decelerate and start descent now. Beautiful. Come over that perf page. Gonna come over. No, I don't need to do on this one. I need to come over here. Next phase. Let's fill all of this in. So. ADDF 102015. Temperature 15. Winds 0707. It'd help if I actually typed the thing in. And for this, I think the decision height is always just 200. It sounds like a very normal thing for Frankfurt. Yeah, we intercept at 4,000. 527 is our decision height. Yep. 527 feet. Yep, I need to put it over here. Okay, awesome. Performance problems. Yeah, nice. Huh. Nice. So I'm gonna have to fly with those bloody ups here. If that was the case, then I would definitely give the PC a good old reset, because she definitely needs one. Well, not PC, the sim, because I think I loaded the sim up too quickly after we had the sim troubles. So I'd definitely give her like a little bit of a break. Or just like fully reset her, give it 5 minutes, then reload in. Oh, 5 subscribers away from 350, very nice. Look at that mapping down there, looking brilliant. So EDF Denise, okay. Nice. I'm giving myself credit, because I think credit is definitely due. The thumbnail for this stream looks pretty good. I looked at the front of this, I was like, I need to recreate that. Amount of aircraft down on the ground for Frankfurt. Still some distance out. What are we expecting? UTC 1233. Yeah, 30 minutes until we land. 165 miles out. I love that. Will you go from 20 FPS to, or 40 FPS to 20? Explain. I think it's a combination of Frankfurt being Frankfurt, and this is why Snacks avoids it like the plague. And that's the biggest problem, is if you're flying near Hamburg... No, not Hamburg. If you fly to Munich, it still renders in Frankfurt because it's in the same tile area. I was thinking if Frankfurt's offline now, they probably want to eat. It's lunchtime. Ah, okay. Oh shit, I've just forgot that's not a glass of water, that's a gin and tonic. I'm gonna be right back 2 seconds, guys. I need to get some water before we land all in here. What do you want about the performance is perfectly fine. There we go. You know what is annoying with VATScope? So I use VATScope on my phone when I track flights or whatever on VATSIM. It keeps putting up my connection to Xpilot is in the USA on the west coast. Why? Do they not have any servers near Australia or something? Or Asia? I was drinking my little glass of water, I mean vodka, which means little water. Ah, vodka. Ah! Mineral name. That guy flying too. He's from Zurich to Frankfurt as well, but he's not going the bloody right time going. He's just gone over Sindelfingen and like direct to Frankfurt. Now, this is something I do like with the Aerosoft scenery. All your ortho actually works. And it's not a annoying-ish crap. I love Frankfurt being Frankfurt. I love Frankfurt. It's the biggest POS. Not just in the sim. Not just in any sim. And then it explains us this speed up bull crap. We back. And then turn around. Stacks, did you ever upgrade your 7478 to the what's the new one? So it's FPS. Is it SSG now? Yeah, they definitely didn't change the name because they were being called out. Cool, coming at 10,000. Let's get those seatbelt signs on. Nav logo lights perfect. Get those landing lights on now as well. Let's decrease that range out. Frankfurt. That's why I would like landing in Vienna. There's nothing to render. Just makes life so much easier. Can I come out standard now? 020. Let's just double check the data for it. Yep, cool. 1150 Zulu. Yeah, no, we'll be fine. I think it's hourly as well. There we go. Flight level 100. Definitely met. And then up below 110. All the way out. Then we'll turn him. the go around information as well, so. Misapproach, climb direct 675, then 728, then of course there's 086 to 5000, max 220 knots, turn right to Foxtrot Kilo Sierra at 5000, max 250 knots. So you turn south, Foxtrot Kilo Sierra, and then we just redo the entire approach that we've already done. Okay, cool. Perfect. So that's all set. The landing lights are out. It's all distorted. Integrated map is distorted. That's interesting. Oh yeah, and it's also the passenger version. It's not even the freighter version. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd love to fly that retro Lufthansa livery. My brother, who hates planes, he takes the mickey out of us because Dad's a pilot. I'm trying to be one. Annoys the daylights out of us. He's the one who gets to fly the 747, not understanding how much a 747 means to us. And he flies the retro Lufthansa 747. And I'm like, and you didn't even take a photo? And he says, nah. Yeah, because, like, if it was a freighter, ooh. Snacks, I understand it completely. I love the freighter. The 747-8 freighter, and if it was modelled well, and it had, like, hand flew as well as the Fearless, because the Fearless, some people say it's too sensitive. I love how this Fearless flies. But that 747-8 in either a Cathay livery, or that Hwang Group livery that you did, the Belgian cargo, oh, that would be schmick. So remember, we need to turn right off this runway. So Romeo 6, what was it? We want to get off like Romeo 7, Romeo 5, and then onto Tango taxi all the way around to November Bay 23, which is up here. Oh, much traffic on the ground.
Copy, Lufthansa 796, holding short runway 7 right for traffic, Frankfurt.
Why are you taking off 7 right? You literally have 18. Why are we doing this? 4,000 meters, that's what? 3/4 down the runway. Now if we did that landing performance check. Manual, if I did low. So that's like halfway down the runway. That's not even gonna get us. Okay, man. And distance. Yeah, okay. I think we'll just go manual for the auto brakes. Oh, these planes. Got one to our left at 800 feet above. The guy in front is still 15 miles out, but he's climbing. Oh, there's Frankfurt. There's the airport down there. Oh, you can actually see some of the traffic. But we've got an aircraft that's just taken off. See, he's above us now. Nah, I can't see him. Not gonna bother.
Traffic to the 796, stand up and wait, runway 7 right, Frankfurt.
Yeah, I was surprised when no one did that livery. Oh, Snacks, it's such a good livery though. I love that, and the ABC livery is going to be one of my favourite liveries. Now, there's something I like with this Aerosoft scenery for Frankfurt, is that I can use my ortho and it doesn't affect my ortho, and it actually models the bridge on Papa, unlike another scenery. All these aircraft's goods. That one on our left is 300 above now. Oh, there he is. What is it? A340-600. Your gear is still down, and I know for a fact
for equation 785 clear, located by Mike 9 now, continue by Mike 6 holding off civil service center, Frankfurt. Traffic Lufthansa 7906 departing runway 7 right out of the Zulus for Delta departure, Frankfurt.
Yeah, that livery you do is absolutely beautiful, Snacks. I do want to get into livery making, it's just sheer complex. Mostly because I'm trying to use GIMP, and GIMP is stupid. Blender, as individuals on X-Plane, we can't even use it. Oh, a Thai 777. That's what a plane I'm looking forward to, is the 777-300. A340-600 over there. Love to see it. Another A3. That's an A340-300 actually. A340-600. I think they're all trying to park. Yeah, they're. Oh, maybe we need to go taxi over there. Maybe we need to be parking over there. Is there any traffic on final? There is. Look over here though. Ho ho ho.
Traffic Lufthansa 7906 Airborne, runway 7 right Zulus for Delta departure, Frankfurt, Frankfurt. Schönes Wochenende.
Obviously trying to run the airport details now.
Center Mike 6, thereafter by Lima November 3 November Bravo 42.
I hate that. You can see the sim just starts working perfectly fine and does this forced disconnect. Look, the sim's running fine. But like those so I live next to or near Well Camp, and 1 second. So Brisbane World Camp Airport, and that's where Cathay Pacific was flying all their 747-8s for the freight. But then they're like, oh, actually it's cheaper if we just fly into Brisbane, and then just because all the freight goes to Brisbane, instead of flying to World Camp, then getting trucks and then trucking all the freight from Toowoomba, which is an hour and a half away from Brisbane, all the way back to Brisbane. Hallo Frankfurt. Ja, guten Tag. I tried cutting this down like DF64. What one is it? 64, 641, 642 to 652. Flaps one. I'm a different person. I can hear my family blasting music. I'm a different person. Love me some bloody 90s bloody club music. Be there very shortly now. Not the longest to go now. I got an aircraft taking off already. Very nice. Doesn't look like there's much traffic. That guy's 7,000. He could possibly be inbound. Don't think so. I'm gonna get some spoiler out as well. We do in fact know landing lights are already on. Get all of those on as well. Just fucking make everything as bright as bloody possible. I do love me the 340-600. Would love a 340-200 or 300 by Toliss, especially in the Sabina livery. And yes, in saying Sabina, I am definitely playing on the heartstrings of snacks. But yeah, definitely looking forward to it. So 652s before the thing. What we will do, LS will come alive. So we'll get our landing site done. Coming down to 4,000 because we need that for the approach itself. We'll probably disconnect us because we're loading all the airport and the next tile. That's where Frankfurt is a pain in the rear end, is because it is just, it's on this tile where it loads in the next 3 tiles. Speed brakes coming in, they can be armed. Now, snacks and something I was mentioning to everyone is, if you go to push this in to disarm it, it moves it down. Instead of like, you go like that on the A320 and it's disarmed, that's still armed. Okay, let's get back on the network. Hmm. 19 miles out. Not as much traffic as there was like 20 minutes ago, but oh well. Perf. Approach speed of 145. Let's arm that localizer. Intercepted, localizer locked. 18 miles to go. Wrong button. There you go. Glide slope's coming in range now. Frankfurt traffic, get a Iberian 1327 has established localizer 15 miles out for 07 right. Speeds 14 miles plane. What are we doing? You're supposed to activate approach mode. I'm going to take manual control at speed, where I have to pull it out. I hate that. Come down to 180. Let's arm the approach. A3 single. And this is where I need to come here. Get it nice and loud for you guys. Flaps 2. High slope captured. Bring that in. Beautiful, that's what I want to see. 11 miles to go. Cloud base at 1,000 feet run. Ooh. Oh, damn. So visual only at 300. What were minimum snacks? That's what I want to hear. Anyway. Frankfurt traffic. Iberian 1327. Established glide slope for ILS 07 right. 10 miles out. This sim looking so pretty. The Rhine. Brace for impact, everyone. The harder the landing, the more lights you have to put on. Or the smoother the landing, who knows. Maybe we inferred it, maybe we play with it. 8 likes so far on the stream, thank you everyone. No, we're above 20. No. There we go. 6 miles, gear coming down. Laps 3. Cabin tank 6 for landing. Runway is clear. Five miles, flaps full. Bit windy, but it's directly down our face. Seats for landing, everyone. Seats for landing. Sound collision? What do you mean by that? Headache feet can start sitting on the pedals now. 1200. Frankfurt traffic. Iberian 1327. 3 miles short final. 07 right. Go around altitude set. Lights are all set. And planning to go down 4 green. Signs on, cabin ready. Spoilers armed, flaps full, ready for landing. Manual braking. My aircraft.
$500. 400. 300. 400. 200.
Stable, landing.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10.
Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Reverses. Can't do that at Microsoft Flight Simulator because that physics engine is broken. Yeah, nuts. So nuts. 60 reverses coming in, spoilers coming up. No! Wrong button! Absolute idiot. And we'll vacate to the right. Lovely stuff, I'm happy with that. Chrono's coming off constraints, flight directors. Beautiful. That's very good. That was a very good landing. Spoilers in. Flaps coming up. Just ran sponsor TA. Very nice. And welcome down to Frankfurt, everyone. Are you crazy? Unmapped? What do you mean? What do I need to unmap? AVU coming up. Oh. No, I went to go... I went to press 4 on the numpad and I pressed backslash. Backslash is what I'm using. Frankfurt traffic at AI bearing 1327 is clear of 07 right. Taxiing by Tango, November to the stand. No! That was bloody annoying pressing that button. That was a lovely landing. I did hit the replay button, that's the problem. There you go, this, because I need to go into November, and I can't take the blue line because I'm too big. Oh, it's this stand that I'm supposed to take, isn't it? Or are we talking about the ones that are over here, where all these Lufthansa aircraft are? Because this is where, Kenko stops yesterday. He was at Echo 9. What gate do we go to? actually come on. Do we want to go over here, like in the north, or do we taxi via November all the way down here? Oh, this is T2, yeah, so we'll park around here. Echo 6 is looking tasty. Crank it all the way around. Is that not working long? REM okay, yeah, cool, work. Okie doke. And parking brake set. APU is on. Engine's coming up. With that, everyone, we are down in Frankfurt Airport. Very nice. That was a very, very good landing until I pressed the wrong bloody button to get a wing view. This loving the A340-600, love. Look, 600, 600. We had a 300 takeoff when we were going on downwind leg. Anything else? Oh, we got a Condor A321. Ooh la la. Now, is this scenery, because it's Aerosoft, this is for X-Plane 11, but works in 12. Performance is great around here. Is it texturally as intense or like amazing as the alternative? Nope. Certainly is not. If we look at, say, the Aviotech one, right? There you go, that docking. But if you look at the Aviotech one, right? Okay. So, yeah, they look great. They've got all the interiors for all of these buildings, right? Whereas something that these are affected by is textures. So when it kicks you over to minimum textures, like it has done now, which is always fun when it does it. Could have please stopped doing it. Basically, you get shit like that. And it's really, really annoying. Because these are textures on a building. They're not just glass or whatever. And yeah, that's the main drawback. And the layout isn't as up to date. But if we look at the Aviotech one, it has all the interiors for all of these buildings, by the way. All the interiors are complete. They're built. You can see it. And it looks great. Except the performance drain on it is so significant. It is so horrendous. It is completely and utterly unusable. To the point like, so right now, that's just saying that because I'm looking out in the distance. But if I'm sitting in the aircraft regularly, I would get around without streaming 35 to 40 FPS. That Aviotech scenario, I was getting 17 FPS. 17 to 23 FPS, which is completely and utterly unusable. So this is where the benefit of scenery like this, it gives me the visuals. The mesh works, so I can use all my pretty scenery for it. This is all actually higher quality. But the bridge over here is a bridge. Whereas if you look at how they've done it with, was it the, oh yeah, and also there's the ramp. If you look at the Aviotech one, there isn't the ramp. The bridge is flat. You don't go up, the bridge is flat, and there's no roads going underneath. Another big thing. They, in one of their updates, put a snow truck on the 07 left and haven't ever removed it, despite all the complaints. They've pretty much abandoned it. And also the landing lights for 07 left and right are on runway 18, of which runway 18 at the end here is this massive hump. Fantastic. Now, is there inaccuracies with this scenery because it is older? Yes. It's missing a taxiway to begin with. There's a few taxiways here and there, but 07 center onto 07 right, there is a taxiway that's supposed to be here and it is missing it. Letting the days go by, letting no more. But yeah, I mean, definitely not too shabby. And look, I do like this Frankfurt to Delhi. I've been to Delhi too many times. It's a shithole. Beijing. I want to actually do a trip to China and around China. I think that'd be fantastic. But yeah, because it's an X-Plane 11 scenery, it has the X-Plane 11 technologies and how they render it and everything. It doesn't take use of WED, world
Frankfurt
editor, and all
traffic,
that.
Lufthansa 613 lining up and waiting runway 18.
Plus, we've got Sim Heaven here, so it's definitely more intensive with the city. Oh, there's so many bloody trees. All the damn trees in the world here. Anyway, I think it is time we get a replay of that landing. I think this should look pretty fun. Apparently, Floosh, a common viewer of the channel and a mate, throws his ass off down here. He's a... he drives bloody... trains. Flight temp scenery fixed that and there's a proper ramp bridge now. Let's see. Same issue with LGAV with the default scenery, no bridge. In fact, there's a route and you had to taxi on route, which is a massive bump. Flight temp scenery fixed that and there's a proper ramp bridge now. Runway 18 and be right back. Okay. I just wish the flight temper will get around and start actually updating Sydney because the layout is completely outdated. And the scenery, the buildings have even changed. Was that touchdown on the 1,000-footer or just after? That's gorgeous. Absolute gorgeous landing. And that's something I love with the 340-600, which I've chatted to people who own the MSFS version, and they say like that thing sinks. And well, it's not just that it sinks, but it's like she's a bit of a slammer, and I'm like, can't relate. Because she's one of the nicer, like she's such a nice jet to hand fly, and that's something I adore with this aircraft. It is just so nice to fly. Let's chuck us down here. Probably want to be on this side of the runway as well. Another thing, all these trees are just a rendering nightmare for X-Plane. They need to work on their trees. Floosh, that's interesting. Actually, that might be something looking into, is fly tampers still around? Oh, look at that. Slowly up. Cut the power. Greased. That's gorgeous. And look at this. My I mean, it's showing the taxi cam. Because that's what the last thing is. My screens work in replay. Doesn't do that in Microsoft Flight Simulator because of the limitation of the sim. What I will do, because I can do it. Watch this. Taxi cam off. And look at that. Working perfectly fine as intended. Because that's just something you can do. That's why we brought the gear down. So as I've found, Floosh was freezing his caboose over here or something. Oh no, it's a bit further back, I see. Such a lovely plane to... like, hand flying this plane is an absolute ball to do so. And with this cost audio pack, completely free by the way, if you can find it, go look at the subreddit, and you'll find the link to it. It's so nice to hand fly. That's why we flew it up to 14,000 feet, the stream. And then from 1,000, I'm like, nope, I'm taking it, that is mine. I take full ownership, full responsibility, and no one's coming near it. And yeah, this is the result. And you just be so gentle with it. I mean, mind you, we had perfect conditions, a direct headwind, and everything. I mean, But look at that. That rate of descent I had was just perfect. No sudden movements, no extreme movements, just carried it in. As gentle as you like. Wow. 30 feet, pull that power back. Oh! It was perfect. Touchdown of the mains on the 1,000 foot. I will take that. There you go. That's perfect. And then straight into the reverse. I heard Toliss is bringing the wing flex over from FS13. Knight, are you referring to like Microsoft Flight Simulator or like what are we... VATSIM? Because I'm a bit confused. Look at that. I mean, what a landing that was. Is the wing flex any better from it? You know what they need to bring over from Microsoft Flight Simulator? The cockpit textures. Give me the cockpit graphics of Microsoft Flight Simulator and chuck it in this. Replace the default Toliss ones because they are really bad. Yeah, because I'm like, why would they replace it? Like, it's so much better on the X-Plane version. Oh, magnificent. Versus out. Versus grain. Decel. Okie dokie do. Well, we're going to start wrapping this up. Yeah, everything's sorted. So, anyone need anything to look at around this Frankfurt scenery? Because I'm more than happy to take us around. Especially if we need a load in. Oh, we could do Lufthansa MD-11 ops. Would rather do that at Munich though, to be honest. The performance in Munich is better and that scenery looks divine. Letting the days go by. These de-icing platforms, I look at it, I'm like, what on earth are we having here? Do love this. You just fly over a main runway to land here. I wonder, does people on runway 18 have to wait for aircraft landing on 07 right or whatever, or are they allowed to go most because they know they're going to take off down here? Which every time I see a 747-8 takeoff video out of Frankfurt, it is always on runway 18. It is always down the main runway. Letting the days go by. Well, I would say that was a rather decent stream. I mean, yeah, we did have that problem with the scenery, of which that's going to take a bit of tweaking, but also tweaking of Windows 11. So I will get back to you guys on that one. Other than that, I'm your host Mitch. You can call me Taz. Thank you so bloody much for joining me today on today's stream. The next couple of days I will be really busy. So I would say the next stream may be Tuesday. If not, I will put something up in the Discord, the channel's Discord. There we go. There's the correct words. With that, I hope you've all had a good one. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. I heard something about that. Snacks? Nah, you've made it worse. You've made it bloody worse. Snacks has always loved his flappity flaps. Well, we're going to end it on that note. I hope you all enjoyed today's stream, and I hope you enjoyed Snacks Flaps. With that, ciao ciao. Guten Tag, guten Abend, goodbye.